Hey friends, it's Kevin here, your Sacramento, Stockton area realtor and lender, here with this week's weekly real estate report. And before I get into the numbers, I got to tell you that all the buzz is the California Dream for All program. I've got every lender in the world trying to hit me up to promote this program. Hey, we've got the Dream for All. Yeah, everybody's got it. So, big deal. But let's talk just a little bit about what this program is. Now, I will say this. If this program is the difference between you buying a home or not buying a home, I think this is a fantastic program. Let me just get that right out front. However, if you have the money, not so sure. I'll let you decide. So, Dream for All program. I've got some numbers here that I worked out. Basically what it is, the government is going to give you, I use the word give kind of loosely there, a 20% down payment. And so now you have 20% down payment. So there you go. However, you do have to pay this money back with, I don't want to say with interest, with an equity share. So the government now owns part of your house. So ran some numbers. I'll try and make it simple. So let's just say you bought a home for $400,000. And your first thought is, hey, Kevin, where can I get that $400,000 home? But $400,000, you're going to get a 20%, we'll say, gift from the government of $80,000. All right. So you wait 5 years later, your $400,000 home, which you got $80,000 from the government, your $400,000 home is appreciated to $600,000. So you would have $200,000 in equity, but not so fast. You will be required, when you sell this home, to pay back the money you were gifted, which is $80,000, and 20% of the equity that you managed to get. So we look at, you had equity of $200,000, so you have to pay back 20% of that. So when you add the 20% profit that you made in equity plus the money back, you have to pay back $120,000 on the $80,000, which if you had the house for, 5 years, that would be about a 10% interest rate on that money. So if you look at it that way and think, the government's going to give you a loan for $80,000 at 10% interest, that's not the best deal. But again, if it's the difference between you buying a home or not buying a home, I think that's not a bad deal, really. And then again, we're looking at, it is an equity share. So what if the market was stagnant and there was no equity? Then you would only be required to pay back what you were gifted. So then it'd be 0%. And of course, the same argument can be made. Well, what if I made a lot of money in equity? Well, then you'd pay back a lot of money. Actually, there are caps to that. So I shouldn't get so far ahead of myself. They do cap you at, I believe it's 2.5 times what they gave you. So if it was a runaway inflation, you'd still be protected against that. But anyway, if you're interested in that, give me a call. I can give you more details. There are some income limits on that. You can't make too much money if they're not doing this for the people who make a lot of money. But anyway, could be a great thing. Let's move on to the chart and talk about what's happening with real estate this week, because, oh my goodness, look at the median list price. That's got to be a new record here. What is the record? Median list price. I think it is. I think we hit a record right there. All right. So that continues to go up, 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 as well as now this week, the numbers came in for the median sales price. They have gone up. Of course, not a record, but it is going up. All of that because we have no inventory whatsoever. This is the week where things were supposed to turn around and go the other way, and they didn't. That's a big disappointment to me. I'm not going to lie about that, but I'm going to hope that maybe next week it does. We'll just say that it's always waits till after Easter, right? I just made that up on the fly. So anyway, pending sales, they're trying to go up a little bit, but we have gone inverted here, which we've talked about before, where the green line is now below the blue line, which is not necessarily a good thing unless you're a seller. Now, behind the scenes, I am watching and thinking about this theory I have that the smaller homes are selling while the bigger homes are not. Not necessarily showing me that right now. The average square foot of the homes that are the green line, the available homes, is 2,268 is the average square foot. That's really kind of high. If we go back just even a couple of weeks, it was just barely over 2,000. It's not that uncommon to see it dip into like the 1,900 range, but I've never, ever seen it go much higher than about 2,300. So at 2,268, I mean, we're really close to kind of setting a high for the high square footage of the homes listed. Now, the square footage for the homes being sold, that's always been around 1,800, give or take 1,900, and that's where it is right now at 1,940. So it's a theory that's still kind of forming here, and I'm watching the numbers to see if it's true that this is because this here, the list price is going up, median list price, because there's so many larger homes not selling, and the median sales price is staying reasonably low because the smaller homes are selling, which is what I wanted to say there. All right, moving on to rates. Good news for, I think, everybody. Home sellers, home buyers, doesn't matter who you are, low rates are good. I guess unless you're a lender. Anyway, so rates went down again. So we peaked out right about 6.73. Which is about 5 weeks ago, then 6.6, 6.42, 6.32, and now 6.28 is the average reported interest rate, 6.28 by Freddie Mac. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful Easter holiday. It's beautiful outside, and at least it is today. And so happy Easter to you. And I will see you here next week. Take care. Bye.